And you are live.
Thank you. Have a motion to call the meeting to order?
I make it second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, please rise to the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Yes, sir.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming. As you know, obviously, that it is School Board Recognition Week. I just wanted to read a little snippet that we sent out to staff today about our school board. Our board members create goals for the district, which sets the vision and direction to accomplish the highest of student performance, student achievement results, student programs, budget development, teacher and non-instructional professional development, and policy, just to name a few. Tonight, you're going to see a little piece of all the stuff that you have supported. And from my heart, I've already spoken to the board, thanking them for everything they do. I'm going to turn it over to, they think it's a competition, though. It's not. I just want to make that sure. I know, I appreciate it. Karen and John Marshall.
So good evening. I'd like to thank the Board of Education for your sustained student-centered leadership and your continued vision of excellence for our students. There hasn't been a time from any of my positions, from being a school counselor to an assistant principal to a principal, where I felt that if I had something that needed to be voiced in support of my students, that it would not be heard. So thank you for that continued support and vision. John Marshall, along with the help of our PTA, has provided bags for each of you. There's a yearbook from last year, a little water bottle, and some other goodies. So thank you so very much. And our students and staff have also put together a brief slideshow, which I will
Okay.
to.
Very nice.
No, there it goes. There we go.
I'll look to
He looks remotely.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. I'm not ashamed to say, I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off, won't you stand up?
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Okay. One thing, why is our school so good? Because we got great kids, right?
Yeah.
Great kids. And guess why they're great?
Because they swim?
No. No, they should. No, because they got great parents and great teachers. The administrators, I don't know, school board. But thank you.
Absolutely.
Very much.
Soriano in the middle school.
Okay. To thank our school board, we have a special treat for the middle school. We have a customized performance just for you by our Bonnettes, who are going to come forward with their teacher, Ms. O'Connor, and sing for you.
Governor. You start.
This every day to sleep. As thanks and appreciation, we're going to say when I close my eyes.
Smile.
This song is a contemporary choral piece. The first section is talking about how we get our confidence up even when tough times occur. Our middle section declares our beliefs in ourselves through challenges. The last section concludes with how we persevere and overcome challenges that we thought we couldn't defeat. This ties into our middle school theme this year, perseverance. Gracias a la Junta de Educación por tenernos aquí hoy para una presentación musical. Estamos muy felices de tener miembros como ustedes para apoyarnos todos los días a cantar. Entonces, como agradecimiento y apreciación, cantaremos cuando cierren los ojos. Esta canción es una pieza coral contemporánea. La primera sección habla de cómo aumentamos nuestra confianza incluso cuando hay tiempos difíciles. Nuestra sección central declara nuestra creencia en uno mismo. La última sección concluye cómo perseveramos y superamos desafíos como que pensamos que no podríamos vencer. Esto se relaciona con nuestro tema de la escuela del middle school este año, la perseverancia. Por favor, disfruten.
See the
Can I ask a question? Is a bonnet a female moniker? Is that right? Is that what you want? Female moniker? Is a bonnet?
I assume so. Miss Freyer made the name.
When did they? Good, thank you.
Awesome.
Very nice. Thank you guys very much. It was
All right, go
incredible.
down the middle, everybody. Top row.
Ms. Smith at East Hampton High School.
All right.
Okay, so that is a tough act to follow. But we can do it. Yeah. So I could go on and on about the support that not only I've received over the past year from you all, but the high school in general. But I won't go on and on. We'll just talk about what I'm most grateful for from the board. And what I think has the biggest effect on students and student learning. And that has been your support with staffing and hiring over the past year. And because of your support with this, our students not only have the opportunity throughout the course of their day to fulfill their graduation requirements, but we have the teachers available who are qualified and able to offer interesting and engaging electives that help round out our students' day and allow them to tap into their passions and their interests. So as a way to say thank you, we wanted to talk about how your big picture decisions have a positive effect on them every day throughout the course of their day. So I brought some friends to talk about our various electives and what they enjoy about them. So we will start with Ms. Musser and Ms. Ross.
Hi, I'm Jen Musser. This is Jenny Ross. We teach on the consumer science along with Kelly Doyle. And we are grateful for your support of this program that provides so many opportunities for the students to take so many useful classes. One of those courses is child development and psychology, and we have 3 students that would like to share about their experiences. Sophia Rodriguez and Emily Barrera are currently taking the class, and Joshua Vargas took the course last year.
My name's Sophia, I'm a junior, and child development is definitely my favorite class of the day. It's my way into the afternoon. It's my last class. But I'm really interested in becoming a teacher when I'm older, and I feel that this class kind of sets the foundation for what I'm expected to learn, and I'm really interested in how I can apply this to my future, especially since it's at a basic level. I feel like this class is just really useful for everyone to take because we're also learning the psychology and just the science behind human behavior, and I feel that it's really important that we can recognize how we can defend ourselves from dangerous behaviors. And we're learning about how we can also help the community and support great organizations like the retreat through what we learn.
Hi, my name's Emily. I'm a junior. I really like this class because it really helps me grow as a person and become more aware. And I feel like this is a class where students should take because currently right now we're learning about different types of abuses, and I've learned a lot about it, and I feel like I can learn about the science and become more aware and help others. I really think that this class is helping me, well, for as a career, because I want to be a doctor for children, because I feel like I want to be there for children and help them and identify their emotions and issues. So I really think and really grateful for having this class being available.
Hi, my name is Joshua Vargas. I'm a senior here at East Hampton. I just want to start saying, like, it's honestly one of the most beneficial classes I've taken in all my 4 years and stuff. I don't necessarily want to go to college or anything for psychology or teaching and stuff, but still, it's like helped me so much in my personal life. I've like learning about like how the brain develops and how a lot of our problems and the people we become are because of the way we were raised has helped me help my friends and with like family problems and stuff, because I'm like when it comes to my friends and stuff, like a lot of people come to me for like emotional support and stuff. So like for me, like understanding that like the reason that they act a certain way or they can't necessarily show love in a relationship or like they have abandonment issues, it's like for me to help them tackle that problem is to understand the fact that the way the reason they are that way is probably because of the way they're raised and stuff, and they probably have some trauma or things that happen in their childhood that's made them into that person they are and stuff. So, and again, it's also just helped me with my own battles and stuff, and just tackling some of my own problems and understanding that it's because of the way like I was raised and stuff, and certain problems that have happened in my past and stuff. And it's also helped me with my job because I work at Project Most, which it's like a daycare thing like after school and stuff. And I take care of kids from 6th grade all the way to 7th grade, and we've covered all those age groups and the class and stuff. So understanding that like again like the way their brains develop and that just like the way to truly help them and stuff, because like for me it's helped me because I don't necessarily yell at the kids when they mess up and stuff. I sit down, I talk to them about the problem and have them understand like what they did wrong and stuff. So it's just like help me realize just to be more easy on them and just like understanding stuff, because that's how you truly have them better themselves. When you have that conversation, have them understand what they did wrong, not just like yelling at them and putting them in the corner. It's not going to do anything. You have to talk to them, have them understand so they don't do it again, and have them understand like what they did wrong and stuff. So it's just like help me with that. And yeah.
Did you guys all read that thing you had to sign which said you promised to work in East Hampton when you graduated?
True.
Also within the family consumer science are culinary arts classes, and Kate McMillan would like to share about her experiences taking a few of those.
I learned a lot from cooking class, how to cook, bake, and not burn food. Cooking is a skill that everyone should be able to be good at or get a chance to experience. Going to college in less than 2 years, students and I will be on our own and having to feed ourselves. Of course, an easy option is take out food or fast food, but that can be very expensive after a while. And the ability to have simple ingredients and be able to cook for ourselves is essential. Besides cooking is the skill that we need for the future, cooking is also very enjoyable. In cooking, we try different types of food from different cultures and countries. My favorite was the Asian stir fry that we made. It was really good. We also get to bake cookies, pies, pastries, and muffins, which are super good. Food also can bring people together. I have friends that I made in freshman year of cooking class that I still have today. Cooking is a super important skill and a super fun class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope it's okay if I use the podium because we have our science research students speak from the podium as they do their presentation. So it's tough to follow up that choral performance and the cooking. So I apologize. So my name is Paul Rabito, and I was thrilled when Mrs. Smith asked me to participate in this board appreciation presentation. One of the talking points when we initially spoke was the staffing and the generous nature of the staffing that you guys offer us. And that staffing has allowed us to thankfully add Dr. Forsberg to our staff, which is a tremendous asset for our district. And having her on board has begrudgingly allowed me to give up some of my science research classes, but it's allowed me to pursue the AP psychology course that I'm now a couple of months into, and it's going pretty terrifically well. So this is a little bit more in line with my medical background, so it's been a great asset for the kids. I've been pushing forward first with Mr. Fine for when he was in our building, and Mrs. Smith since she's joined us, to get something that's a little bit more medically based, and now I have the opportunity, which is fantastic. A student that's been with me for methods in research and for AP biology has been a huge proponent of this and has worked with me in lobbying for the course and has gone as far as finding a textbook and preparing the curriculum. And I'd like to introduce Sky Tanzeman to speak to the AP psychology.
I'm Sky. I'd like to thank you for helping in the implementation of AP Psychology. As a passionate science and STEM student myself, I loved AP Bio, but I was searching for another course that could be added to our curriculum that would help me strengthen my path to being a pre-med. And I went to Dr. Vito, and he was beyond eager to help get this started. We last year researched textbooks and talked to my peers, seeing if there's any potential interest, and there was. Now it's a successful first-year course. I am beyond impressed by what a dynamic and interactive class it is. As one would assume, a first-year course, there might be a few kinks in the curriculum, but cheers to Dr. Vito for making it incredibly beyond my expectations.
Kinks?
Bumps in the road. So with that, of course, the hiring of Dr. Forsberg not only allowed AP Psych to happen, but it simultaneously strengthened the methods program, which I'm also a student of, which I'm sure you all are all familiar with, but with Dr. Vito's medical background and Forsberg's environmental science background, really all possible topics that students may be interested in are covered by the two of them, which I think is really beyond valuable. So I'm lucky enough to have them with teachers from one point or another. And thank you for allowing AP Psych to happen.
Whoa, I know. I feel honored to be invited here after only 7 weeks back in the building. I got the memo, by the way, that after graduation I should come back. But first, I have to thank the entire board, every single one of you, to have the vision for programs that we've heard about. I mean, clearly from pre-K through grade 12, this is amazing on all fronts. And most importantly, what I'm here to talk about is the collaboration between Dr. Rubito and myself in methods and research, science research. So it's not just the program, but it's your support of our affiliation with East Hampton and the University at Albany. So that takes so many moving parts, both here administratively in our building, in our district. Thank you for supporting all of that, and allows our students to be simultaneously students at the University at Albany, which Dr. Rubito and I are professors there, as well as teachers here in East Hampton, so that they can leave with those college credits. Clearly, the program has a solid foundation. I only have great expectations for the future. And I will just say, if you haven't saved the date yet, we have our symposium coming in April. Because if you want something on your calendar in 2023, it's April 25th. All of our students in science research will be presenting their research, and we're finally back all in together. So we're really excited for that. So there'll be everything from our year 1 students to our seniors. And with that being said, I'd like to introduce Arian, who will talk about his experience in science research. So thank you again.
I'm Arian. This is my 3rd year in methods. Thanks to Dr. Vito's medical background and actually his lack of a bachelor's degree, I was connected with his mentor up at Stony Brook through the MAT program. He had her, and actually so did Dr. Forsberg. And so I've been able to work with her over the course of last year and this past summer on a really interesting project attacking cancer from a totally new sort of route as opposed to genetics. We're looking at metabolism. So I spent the whole summer basically as an intern there, working around 30 hours a week. And so just the opportunities that this provides for college as an aspiring pre-med student and for other students who have other careers aimed in science, it's a really great program. So thank you all for funding it and bringing on Dr. Forsberg.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Trevor Gregory. I teach design, technical drawing, and architecture here. So I just want to say thank you because last spring I was here asking for a new 3D printer and a laser cutter, and that stuff's finally been purchased. So I received a new 3D printer about a couple weeks ago, and I've received an update that there's a laser somewhere in California in the container. It's off a ship, but it's on its way here. So hopefully I'll get that soon. So I just want to say thank you again for that stuff, because that'll, allow us to like really update our program, bring some new technology in for our students to really work with some newer cutting edge stuff. So I'd like to just turn it over now to Pedro Alban, my student who's taken all my classes with me. So.
Hi, my name is Pedro Alban. I've been a student of
Mr. Gregory for about 3 years, and I've enrolled in his classes such as his design, both levels of his design and drawing, as well as his architecture. And both classes had drafting principles as well as using computer tools such as like Revit and AutoCAD to design like the houses in my mind that I want to put on to the paper, and also design like inventions for consumers. And it's really helped me become a high school student, and also especially because I am going to pursue an architecture degree after high school as a first year college student. And I want to thank all of you because it's been really a good opportunity for me to pursue a career that I really want to do, especially because I'm going to be a first generation college student. So thank you.
How you doing, everybody? Andy Rigby here, shop teacher in the back corner of the school, room 26 and 27. Stop by anytime. We have a lot of things going on back there, from woodworking to small engine repair, building construction, a whole bunch of stuff that I would spend a while talking to you about. But stop down, see us. We teach students a various amount of skills and trades that they can take with them, throughout life, maybe to fix things on their own, or maybe to inspire for a career. One of my fine students, JP Amidon, I'd like to bring him up to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that he has taken with us. Thank you again for your support on everything.
I'm JP Amidon. I've been with Mr. Rigby for the past 2 years, my junior and senior year. And last year I took Woodworking 101 and 201 just to build some really cool decorative pieces, such as a table I use every day, to my favorite stuff on like math and homework and stuff like that. But then we also made coasters and cool little games, and it's just been an awesome opportunity. And this year I'm taking carpentry. Never knew anything about it. Never really knew how to frame a house, but we're building a firewood shed, so it's pretty cool to know. Just put it in my back pocket, see what happens.
Mr. Reininger couldn't be here tonight, but 3 of his students, Adriano, Ray, and Emily.
So, hi, my name is Adriano Rango, and I am the president of Robotics Club, as well as I'm taking the Coding for Artists and Interactivity elective. And it's just such an awesome elective. And I've taken the Python one before last year, and this is my second year with Mr. Reininger. And he's just a really, really good teacher overall. And in robotics, it's also really fun. And like with 3D printing stuff, we're like building ROVs, which is really like a small submarine. And it's really fun. And just being able to like put things out there and like create things like that you have in your mind, it's just an amazing thing and a skill that once you have it, you just realize, wow, look what I just created. And like in the class for coding and artists and interactivity, we're like creating like a really simple version of like Photoshop, which is really impressive. And I'm like super into it. Like I would procrastinate my history homework and just like stay up all night working on it. It's like, it's so fun. And I just love it. It's amazing. Great. Yeah. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Raymond Simosia. I've been with Mr. R for about, I'd say 5 years now, since middle school. I've taken his computer science classes, anywhere from Python to both of his AP courses that he offers. Currently this year, I can't take one of his courses. I won't fit in my schedule, so that kind of sucks, but I've still taken enough of his courses to know that he, like he said, is a very good teacher. The computer science curriculum in this school is probably one of the best that I've seen. While we may not offer as many classes as we used to, we still offer enough classes to build the basic skills that is required by anybody who is seeking to go into computer science. I myself am going to study computer science in college, so I'm hoping that the skills that I've learned here, whether it be Python, JavaScript, or Java, can help me. And yeah, I want to thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm kind of in a similar situation to Raymond, where I've only been able to take 2 actual courses with Mr. Reininger in high school, and that is freshman year I took Python 1 and Coding for Makers, which is about what it sounds like. You learn a coding language, Python, and sophomore year I took AP Computer Science Principles, which you essentially just learn the basics about computer science and how that kind of integrates into solving problems in the world. But I've been able to keep up with Mr. R for all 4 years of high school through Awesome Club, which stands for Advocates for Women in Science, Engineering, and Math, which I'm the president of this year. And essentially, it's just a club that helps bring this field, this really important kind of budding field, to people who are kind of discouraged from it normally. And I just think that Mr. R fills a really important role. You know, he has daughters and stuff. He knows what it's like. And the fact that these courses are offered has given me the opportunity to kind of get a look into what computer science education looks like and kind of what I'm able to do with it. And it's really inspiring. And without having had this little window and these resources and stuff, you know, with the 3D printer and all the computers and just the parts to play around with, I probably wouldn't be as gung-ho about going into comp sci in college, you know, either comp sci or information science, which is computer science for people who go outside. That's about it.
Last but not least, we have Colin, who will talk about our music.
Hi, I'm Colin Kirill. I'm the president of the band. I've been with Mr. Mandato 4 years in the high school and actually all the way back to 5th grade in Montauk, so I can vouch that he's an amazing teacher. Ever since the introduction of Mr. Howe to the music department, I felt that we're able to get a lot more depth with lessons, and in terms of Mr. Howe teaching classes, I took music theory and AP music theory with him. They're some of my favorite music opportunities in the school. They let you get so involved in how the classes ran and the material that we focus on. We get to choose the songs that we analyze. We get to choose where the curriculum goes in some ways. So we have to focus on classical music for the AP. But I think the ability to explore the music that we love is, I mean, it's irreplaceable. It's amazing. And also just for all the band programs in general, I've done jazz band, pep band. We do the marching band for homecoming. I do all the band nerd stuff. And the support we get musically and artistically and just in terms of expressing ourselves is amazing from this music department. I can talk about how I've done auditions for bands outside of the school and the amount of support that they've given me in preparing my audition piece to just prepare me for the general music world is amazing. And they've inspired me to minor in music in college. So yeah, I can attest to that. They're amazing.
And that's it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So inspiring.
Really is.
Yeah.
As a parent, you think about, you know, elementary school, you think about the Bonnettes, you think about how Dr. Rubito, I mean, you know, when I see James, when I see you, I think of James, my son. You know, and it's just incredible how many of these pieces have just come into our lives and not having kids, you know, in the elementary school, I'm so far removed. Then the middle school is a little closer than the high school, but they're all going away. And then, you know, knowing Dr. Talmadge long before you were a doctor, you were a kid, I think, when I first met you. It's amazing, you know, it's amazing and how different people touch and Andy, you know Andy a long time. But listen, guys, thank you very much, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more thing I have to, not for the kids, but this is your pay, so because the board makes a lot of money. So it's just a little certificate from NISBA. Thank you. I'm sure you know it.
Hey, I got a plaque.
Yeah, you did. This is true.
Yes. Thank you. See you.
I have to say, we were having a brief talk earlier, and we were having a brief talk earlier about budget presentation time and things like that, and the budget, which will be doing formally, but, you know, when you see this, again, I mean, this is what our budget is.
Right.
You know, it's like so
Yes.
easy to depersonalize it and
What
to
was-
talk about, and I said to Ben, I'll say it again now, like, I don't believe, like, I believe in budgeting to the programs and to the kids, not to sort of like the political artifice of tax caps. I'm not running again, sorry, everybody. For that, but even when I was running, I said the same thing. Like, our responsibility is not to play into the political anything, it's to do this. And I'm really proud, because so many of the things that they did today are things that we all together as a group have started since we've been here, the coding programs, you know, so many of the
It's
music
amazing to see
programs.
what was
the
to come.
What was the
research
musical
program, those are all new programs that are on there.
What was the musical instrument that we bought that year? Remember that?
Oh, we had a whole debate.
The debate, but yeah, it's like, you know, you need that. You got to do it.
And the
right?
French horn.
And the French horn. I think the
French horn
piano.
thing,
There was all
yeah.
kinds of things. If you think about it, it's like, you know, and then you see everything sort of come together. It's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you.
really,
guys.
that was really terrific.
It really
Yeah,
was.
Really very inspiring, really, and they're so excited.
They are, yes,
It's like
yeah.
really-
That's the most people we've had at a board meeting in like 5 years. Too, by the way.
I know, just to see how
Yeah.
excited, like, there was like genuinely like
Yeah,
a love of the program
Absolutely.
there that was very visible, that was very exciting.
absolutely.
So, yeah.
Are we ready to do what we hope, the other stuff that we do?
No, let's do that.
Back to reality for a second. here.
They
Okay.
have to say, quit when you're ahead. Let's go.
That's a good idea. All right, so consent agenda. Can we have a motion for the consent agenda?
Second. Yes. Just look at that.
Right, all in favor on the consent agenda? All right, public comment for agenda items. Matt, do we have any callers?
No, there's no caller, sir.
Okay. Number 6, which is the superintendent's report and recommendations. Item number 1, recommend the board approve the following resolution. Resolve the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District pursuant to Rule 14 of the Suffolk County Civil Service Commission, upon the completion, recommendation of the superintendent of schools, does hereby appoint Melina White to the position of office assistant, Spanish speaking, for the probationary period of 12 weeks, effective November 14th, 2022, as it paid at the annual salary of $52,598. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
Replacement.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations and welcome. Number 2, recommend that the board approve the following resolution. Resolve that the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District, pursuant to Rule 14 of the Suffolk County Civil Service Commission, upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, does hereby appoint Yorlini Lipez to the position of office assistant, Spanish speaking, for a probationary period of 26 weeks, effective November 14th, 2022, as to be paid as the annual salary based at $42,485. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Another replacement.
Another
Yep,
replacement, okay. Congratulations. Number 3, recommend that the board approve the following resolution. Resolve that the board accept the letter of resignation from Manuela Lazo from the position of lunch monitor effective close of business day, October 21st, 2022. And be it further resolved that the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District, pursuant to Rule 14 of the Suffolk County Civil Service Commission, and upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, does hereby appoint Manuela Lazo to the position of paraprofessional for the probationary period of 26 weeks, commencing October 24th, 2022, as to be paid at the annual salary base of $27,548. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second? Any discussion?
Just a lunch monitor, that's not a full-time position?
It's just an hourly rate and
Right.
a lot of, Russell and Karen have done a great job of bringing some folks who, into the district to help out. And a lot of them have moved into para jobs. Some of them moved into, it's been great.
It's good.
I like the
Great
move,
feedback.
It's like a rolling interview.
It's great. It's a great way to meet everyone and see how we're.
Get your foot in the door, as they say.
Excuse me, before we move forward, I didn't really get a second, or I didn't.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it. Thank you. Whatever, I'm seconding.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Let's see, number 4, recommended that the board approve the following resolution. Resolve that the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District, pursuant to Rule 14 of the Suffolk County Civil Service Commission, and upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, does hereby appoint Anthony LaFountain to the position of automotive mechanic 2 for a probationary period of 26 weeks, commencing November 14th, 2022, as to be paid at the annual salary base at $61,170. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yep, we're adding mechanics to our new bus depot, and obviously very local, graduate of East Hampton. So
Nice.
very, very lucky, and we're still looking to add one more. We're working on that right now.
Good. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
And we'll have them at next year's.
That's
appreciation.
right. Congratulations to Anthony. Number 5, recommend the board approve the following appointments for the 2022-23 school year, beginning with after-school paraprofessional down to Linda Latter as an uncertified instructional, substitute. Have a motion.
I make motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Just general staffing. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 6, recommend the board approve the following resolution. Resolve that the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District hereby accepts the 2021-22 internal audit report as prepared by Questar 3 BOCES and the authorized filing of said report and management responses with the appropriate New York State authorities. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? This is what we saw at our last meeting.
Yes.
So we're accepting it formally. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 7, recommended the board approve the following resolution, whereas the Board of Education annually appoints 3 employees to act as treasurers for the extracurricular classroom activity accounts in each of the 3 schools, and whereas the Board of Education has been advised through Questar 3 internal audit that it should consider changing the title of the position from Student Association Activities Treasurer to Extra Classroom Central Treasurers because the former title refers to a position held by a student, while the latter is a title refers to a position held by a supervising adult. Now, therefore, be resolved that the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District hereby changes the treasurer's title to be held as, by Stephanie Otto, Allison Rogoski, and Jocelyn Lucen for the Student Association Activities Treasurer, Extracurricular Central Treasurer, with all their duties and remaining as the 2022-23 school year. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
That's just actually from the external, the extra classroom audit was their recommendation to change the name, and we're doing it officially.
Right. That's our longest
Things that we
motion
expect
tonight.
about your channel.
Yeah.
That's our longest, and that's just to change your name.
Yeah.
Fool that.
Really,
Exactly.
Yep.
Don't get fooled by that.
No,
All
exactly.
we're doing is changing.
Right.
Nothing's changing.
That's a
Sorry,
democracy.
Sam.
I could add 3 more paragraphs.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 8, recommended that the board approve the following resolution. Resolved that the Board of Education of the East Hampton Union Free School District hereby authorizes a budgetary increase to the following budget line for the 2022-23 budget in the amount not to exceed $126,278.45 to be offset by the reserve, the employee benefit accrued liability reserve pursuant to General Municipal Law, Section 6P. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
And
So why are we,
yeah,
Okay, so by contract, when certain individuals leave the district, they're entitled to a value of their unused sick time.
okay,
So what we had discussed, because there is an appropriation in the budget for that, but we've had to use that money because of the increased cost to the tax anticipation note interest. We have a reserve that is set up just for this purpose.
Good.
Where we have money on hand in a savings account in order, we have money on hand in order to be able to pay this contractual obligation. So the board is going to remove the money from the reserve to pay off the obligation we have to the individuals who have left or are about to leave.
that's contractual anyway. All in favor?
aye,
Any opposed? Number 9, recommend the board approve the attached budget transfer list dated October 18th, 2022 to correct budget coding of the district employees within the 2022-23 school budget. Can I have a motion?
Make the motion. Second.
Second? Yeah. Any discussion?
I'm just looking, I'm trying to separate it. Oh, it's just a couple. That's it. What, so is there's,
where's the list?
where's the list? What does you want?
It's in the back of the packet.
The list was sent to you in the board packet.
Oh,
I have it here if you'd like it. Just pass it down. Hold on a second.
Is there a lot of different, it's just coding?
Yeah, I'm basically, we're trying to get everyone who's employed by the district in the correct budget code in the budget, so we have.
It's not additional, it's an organization.
No,
That's
there's
fine.
no additional, we're
I
just
have it on
rearranging the people.
Right.
That's
I'll make an
fine.
extra slide. Or is that? is it
That's
just-
the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's all one list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to have it. I have it at all.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed?
JP, I'll take that back.
Okay. We have that.
Thank you.
And so we're on to old business, and there's nothing on the agenda.
So, new business, student enrollment study, as we move ahead, down the road towards a bond, whether it be 5 years from now or around that amount. One of the things we've kind of talked about is enrollment and projected enrollment going forward. I've spoke to Sam Schneider about really assessing where we are as a school district with our enrollment at various grades, specifically entering lower grades and as our sending district send us students to the high school. We had a long meeting with Western Suffolk BOCES, which engages in these studies. So we are going to hopefully contract with them. I think the study's overall cost is $8,000. And as Sam has pointed out, if we do go to bond in 5 years for any construction project, it is a requirement of SED to do this anyway. So we're getting out of it. And we always talk about enrollment, so it'd be a good time to know exactly what's coming.
And whatever we do now will still be accepted then?
Probably, and if we have to do it again, we have to do it again, but we need it to, so we can function the architect in order to design appropriately what's needed.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're designing in the dark.
And this was from last week. It should have been on the last board agenda. We met the Affordable Housing Committee. The large group met with the sending districts, representative from the sending district, Sag Harbor, and Fred Thiel spoke, Assemblyman Thiel, came and talked about the community housing fund. I don't know, Jackie, Christina.
It was a very good discussion, as always. Many thanks to our assemblyman, who is just so incredibly responsive to us and to his district. Was very generous with his time and talking to us. And we spent a lot of time, Kathy Burke Gonzalez was there too from the town, and then it was superintendents and others. I think we spent a lot of time talking about the referendum that's coming up. Yes, that's coming up, and how important that is to the town on election day. But basically talking about the way that they're crafting things or to have maximum flexibility so that it would allow all different sort of uses of the funds to help us and to help the school district and to help the municipality in general with affordable housing and have a whole range of tools, not only just building new housing, which as we all know is not going to solve the problem here. That's a piece of it, but other things like creative loans and all sorts of things like that. So it was a very good meeting.
Very good.
A very good meeting.
So hopefully that gets passed. Anything else on our old business? New business? You have anything for news? Nothing on the agenda. And, sorry, there is. Public comment. Matt, do we have any callers for public comment?
No, there's no callers for public comment.
Thank you very much. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Yes, but I want to say,
What's a
I
check
hate to be premature because the Yankees
They just won.
5-1.
They just won.
Two outs.
I just
I
watched
hope
it.
they don't blow it.
No, they won.
They just won.
They just won.
They just won the final.
It's over.
Now it's done.
Final, they did
They
it.
did it. Yes. Now can I have a motion? You slowed me down by like 30 seconds.
I make a motion.
No, second?